Well, that was a short visit. I left my shop keys at home, so I can't unlock the office door into the shop or the bay doors. So the other day, April and I were watching some TV, and I forget what came on. I think something about nurses are needed, or something about male nurses, and I'm like, this is kind of strange, right? So, for me, if you think about a nurse, you think about, you know, a woman, right? I mean, in our heads, you know, our guys that, you know, have some fantasies, we think about, you know, super hot nurse and some tight stuff with a special hat on or a candy striper kind of thing. You think of a woman. You don't really think of a man as a nurse, because nurse has been affiliated with a female for so long. But now the whole world's all fucking crazy and, you know, this, that, and the other thing. But why don't they just change it? So, okay, so if you're in the medical field, right, why do they got to call a man a nurse? Why do they got to call, anyway, so back to what I was saying. It just messes with my head when you hear nurse, and then a guy shows up and he's, you know, sticks his finger up your butt or some shit like that. You know, when I think of a nurse, I think of, you know, a woman. And it's just weird that the nursing industry forever and ever and ever has been probably 90% women, and then now you've seen it's shifted, right? And I'm okay with it. I'm just saying, why don't they call a male nurse something else? Something you should think, something to think about, right? And then if you think about when I was introduced to a man in a nurse position, you think of MASH 4077 radar, right? He dressed up like a woman, right? I don't even know if you can even say that today, can you? I mean, he did. He dressed up like a woman. He wore some shit that men don't wear, especially back then. But so we were pre-programmed by radar and MASH 4077. Then when you think about a nurse, Hot Lips, right? She's the nurse for sure. But it just, yeah, it kind of throws me for a loop with all the shit that the world changes, right? Like a switch. You know, one day you have Aunt Jemima, and the next day you don't, and then one day you have Uncle Ben's, and then you don't, and then the fucking statues of our history are fucking destroyed and taken down. But I'm just surprised that all the men in the world did not try and get that changed. It could be just me though. But yeah, a lot more men in the nursing field. And even one of my buddies when I was younger went into the nursing field, but it wasn't him. It wasn't for him, and I was like, wow, 30 years ago. Yeah, he went into the technology at Lockheed Martin. Good move for him. But yeah, it just blows my mind about that a little bit. What do you guys think?